This conference will now be recorded.
I'd like to call to order the Zoning Board of Adjustment, March 7th, 2022. It is 6:32 p.m. Quorum is present. In the chambers is Mayor Pro Tem Morrow, Councilmember Nahira, Councilmember Clark, and Councilmember Ricketts. And video conferenced in is Councilmember Robb. At this time, we do not have the requester of the variance present online nor in chambers. He is online. I didn't see him on my screen.
No, we're present on the phone. I can't figure out how to get the camera working.
Do we need the video working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
we
know how to
can't
get the
figure that
video
out.
working. That's the problem.
View all.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Well, I've got, so who is the requester?
Joseph and Heather.
And your last name?
Bosco and McDaniel.
Very good. All right. Both of you be requestors?
You are the only requester.
I think I'm the primary only requestor on the actual paperwork, sir.
Okay, very good, Joseph. All right, I've got to swear you in, Joseph, for your testimony on this request. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Very good. All right. We will go to, I'm going to go ahead and go to item 2.1 is approval of March 1st, 2021 Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting minutes.
Okay.
Is there, Joseph, there be nothing on your part? This is for the board. May I have a motion?
I move that we approve the minutes as presented.
Motion is made to approve the minutes as presented. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There is a second. Have a roll call vote. Mayor Pro Tem Morrow,
Aye.
Councilmember Ricketts,
Aye.
Councilmember Clark,
Aye.
Councilmember Nahira,
Aye.
Councilmember Robb.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Let's go to item 3. This is public hearing and action item 3.1. The public hearing and consideration of variance request from section 4.3.6 of chapter 14 of the zoning ordinance to allow a storage building be built in front of the primary structure on a residential lot described as Lot 4, Block 10, Hugh White Estates within the city of Haslett, Texas, more commonly known as 2219 White Lane. Mr. Thetford, I understand you're going to present.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman and members of the board. Tonight, we are bringing you a variance request. The applicant and property owner of 2219 White Lane has applied for a variance request to request permission to construct a 65 by 40 detached accessory structure or shop forward of the front of the existing home. Pursuant to the accessory use standards, section 4.3.6 A2A, enclosed accessory buildings and shops and storage buildings shall not be located forward of the front of the home. The applicant claims that the location of the existing septic field is preventing the placement of the shop behind the front building line of the home. The home was actually built pretty far back on the property, exactly 610 feet back on the property. There was not, there's hardly any room behind the property since it's so close to the back property line. There's also an adjacent septic field to the south of the home. Therefore, he is asking for permission to construct this building forward of the front of the home. I'll answer any questions you may have.
All right. I'm sorry. Mr. Bosco, would you like to speak to this? Do you concur with Mr. Thetford's description?
Yes, sir, we do.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
The only other thing I'd like to add, sir, is just a utility easement with some AT&T and some other fiber optic lines and things that are also running along the rear of my property as well.
You would like to add a utility easement?
No, there's existing lines there, which is also another.
I understand. Very good. Board, do you have any questions to ask of Mr. Bosco or Mr. Thetford?
This is the same request that was brought to us before and it was withdrawn, is that correct?
Question for me?
No. They're working now.
Was this the same request that was brought to us before and then it was withdrawn for some reason?
You realize they had to go to ZBA first. It's whomever mute their mic. All right, well, let's go to item 2 then. Hold a public hearing. I open the public hearing at 6:39 p.m. Is there anybody who'd like to speak to this item? Is there anyone online?
No, sir.
All right, there's no one in the chambers. There's no one online to speak to this item, so I close this public hearing. Item 3, discussion. Council?
In my opinion, just looking at the document for the existing septic field there, it makes sense to allow it to be forward of the home. I'm willing to approve it.
I just had the one question to follow on that. If there is on the side of the house, is there any building characteristics that shop has to be made out of based upon the hue white or anything like that? Maybe that might be a question back to Mr. Thetford. I was thinking.
I can't speak to deed restrictions or anything with the covenants of Hugh White. We don't enforce those. And as far as characteristics, or I should say building materials, we cannot enforce that as well.
Any other discussion?
Yes, Councilmember Rob, it looks to me like there is already an existing building way forward on that same property line of this property. Is that correct?
Mr. Thetford or Mr. Bosco, is there a building forward, just not far from the pond? Is there a building?
Yes, sir. There was an existing building that was out there. I don't know. I believe from what my neighbors had mentioned, the guy had many horses and some other type of animals that used to use it. As of right now, I just use it for a little bit of storage to keep the property looking decent. It's a small open 3-sided building with no garage.
Councilmember Rob, any follow-up questions?
No, so it's sounds like a run-in shed. So that was probably built before this section of Hugh White was even in the city.
Most likely. Any further discussion, council, board? All right, let's go to item 4, consideration and action.
I'll make a motion to approve the variance request from section 4.3.6 of chapter 14 of the zoning ordinance.
Motion is made to approve the variance request of section 4.3.6 of chapter 14 of the zoning ordinance. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There is a second. I have a roll call vote. Mayor Pro Tem Morrow,
Aye.
Councilmember Nahara,
Aye.
Councilmember Clark,
Aye.
Councilmember Ricketts,
Aye.
Councilmember Robb.
Aye.
Variance request is granted. Congratulations, Mr. Bosco.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, board.
Item 4, with that, call for adjournment of the meeting. May I have a motion, please?
Mayor Halsey, this is Councilmember Ricketts. I move to adjourn.
Motion is made to adjourn. Is there a second?
I second.
There is a second. Mayor Pro Tem Morrow,
Aye.
Councilmember Nahara,
Aye.
Councilmember Clark,
Aye.
Councilmember Ricketts,
Aye.
Councilmember Robb.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. We're adjourned and see you back in 17 minutes for the council meeting.